Are you using Todoist, but also potentially either looking at using Roam Research or already using it and want to integrate that? Well, I'm going to show you how you can do that in a couple easy steps and a couple ways you might want to be using this. So let's just jump into it. As you can see on the screen over here, I'm logged into Todoist, and if we go over to the next screen, we can see Roam Research, just a blank page here. And what you're going to want to have, and this will be in the description of the video, is this little snippet, iframe, and then the URL. And the URL you're going to want to get is the URL of whatever it is you want to see. In most places, this would probably be today or some sort of your inbox view. It's really up to you. And this is where it kind of goes back to the beginning when I was talking about a couple different ways you could use this. For example, you could create a template in Roam that is maybe your daily review, and that involves going through your inbox in Todoist. And instead of having to go out to the app, you could embed it into your daily review by the URL so that you see it every time you use that template in Roam. Potentially, it's the same thing with a project. Maybe you always want to look at one project. Depending on how you have this set up in Todoist, there's a lot of ways you could do this. But I think the main ones would probably be some sort of a daily review, or again, embedded maybe the project, your inbox, something around that. So for this, I'm just going to say, well, I want to know what I have to do today. Maybe it's part of my morning routine. So I'm going to copy the URL, come over here and replace URL. You just make sure that there is a space, and then we click off, and that is going to pop in. And you can see you can click and drag, change this how you need it to be. If you make it a little bigger, you can see the sidebar. If you let it go, it gets a little funky. But that is basically it. You can also hop into your settings and change the views, do whatever you need, and click and drag things around as you see fit. It can be a little wonky with depending on how you have things set up. Again, with clicking and dragging, and when I'm recording this, it of course looks a little funky, but if you're doing it, it's a little bit easier to not be recording and trying to click and drag. And you can also toggle things off, change them around how you need them to be. For example, if I did that and wanted to change things, I could just drag it out again and move it from there. So that's a simple way to use Todoist with Roam Research. If you have any questions, comments, leave it below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.